Greetings everyone, here we are with another delightful video, and this time I'm going to do an unboxing, a fresh unboxing of Tales of Equestria, the storytelling game from River Horse. This is a My Little Pony product. Now the reason why I got this is just because A, it's something different, and I'm interested in what they define as a storytelling product. And in fact, there's also actually two different My Little Pony game systems. There's the storytelling game from River Horse, which is Tales of Equestria, and then there is also the My Little Pony tabletop role-playing game from Renegade Studios. I do believe that's a bit newer. However, I could be mistaken. What's included in this box is a Dragon's Bounty, an exciting adventure book filled with perils and suspense. Over 30 tokens to keep track of items and characters throughout your adventure. A set of 6 colorful storytelling dice. A map of Dragon's Lair to explore if you dare. Now, someone's going to say like, why get this besides it's the stuff I said before? Well, I don't know why, but there's I'm going to show this to like 2 different groups, one full of girls and one full of guys, Monday game and Tuesday game, and see what they think about it. My guess is the girls are going to say, "Oh, cute," but then they're going to ask me if there's any dick chopping that could be done in the game. Weirdly enough, the girl group is the more murder hobo-y of the 2 groups, where the guys actually try to go about solving problems. But anyways, this MSRP is for $24.99. I bought this off of Amazon. Let's open this up with my scary knife. Depending on how well this video does, as I might get the core rule book, or if there's interested by any of the groups to potentially play this, I might actually get the core rule book and the adventures. There's actually quite a few adventures. Apparently, River Horse managed to make quite a few of them rather quickly for this system. This, by the way, note that this box is slightly taller than a typical TTRPG role-playing game box. It's untreated inside. It's a standard teal and purple color scheme, typically popular amongst girls and some guys. It does feel like that there is a lot of cardboard in here, using up most of the space of this box. So we have the adventure, the Dragon's Bounty. This is a glue-bound, backed book. Obviously built to be more durable than typical books. A pony sheet, you say? Well, it's better than pony shit. Tell you what, I do like the colors. They really jump out at you. The text is nice and big and bold. Clearly, there is also extra boldening, and darkening of specific words. You can see right there that are specifically tied to mechanics. They go over the dice, which they actually did a very nice. They pulled a page from Paizo's book and made each die that comes in the box a different color, so that way people can easily spot which color it is. Say like, oh, the purple die is the D10's die. The black die is the D12. The yellow one is the D8. The green one is the D6, and so forth. That is actually an exceedingly intelligent move that aids heavily in teaching people how to play games. Because one of the most annoying problems, oftentimes with new players, is sometimes that they will like dig through their pile of dice that they bought or borrowed, looking for their D6s. That's a pretty map. or they're told to roll a d8 and they can't remember what a d8 looks like, it's handy to have a die that's specifically colored differently than all the other ones that's specifically tied to a d8. The artwork is very nice and simple. The text is nice and big and clear. It's not overly complicated. There's handy dandy symbols for heat, guards, lance, and so forth. Nice artwork illustrating the scenes you're going through. It's all numbered, as you can see. So as you play through the game, you have a sequence of events. So it's easy to keep track of where you left off if you have to make this a two-parter. That's actually a really nice detail I like. Each section is a slightly different color or set of pages. And that is also a great way of differentiating different pages so that people can keep track of where you left off. And then they have a nice little advertisement in the back of the adventure with more products. I do say, as you can see, it's very colorful. It's very well organized. It's numbered. All the text is clean and clear. That's actually like an A. From what I can tell, this is an A+ for organization of a story or adventure. Let's see here. There's really no table of contents in the front. So actually, I probably should knock that down to a B+, because there's no table of contents. There should be a table of contents that tells you where stuff is on the pages, as opposed to that. And you could even tie the table of contents like page 34, number 44, for quick reference. But that's like the only thing that they screwed up and failed at, is that there's no table of contents, and that quickly leads you to where you need to be. The pony sheets, oh my goodness, they're cute. The pony sheets are all unique and interesting. You got parfait. Oh, a portrait. Okay, brain fart for 5 seconds there. That's a portrait of the little pony. Thriller filly. Pony type Pegasus. Body is D6, D4, and a D6 for charm. So D6 body, D4 mind, D6 charm. Stamina is max 10. Talents, fly, D6. Quirks, cute marks. They put in all the essential little bits for people, and then they left a lot of clean space on the sheet, as you can see. Like customization, like your cutie mark. You can have like a star or a blade or something else. So they thought ahead. They gave you enough information to start out with your character. However, they are also kind enough to leave sections open so you can easily fill in more information. And the back sides are completely empty. He has a D8 body, D4 mind, and D6 charm. Earth pony. And then we have another one, Firebrand, which is a unicorn with a D4 body, D6 mind, and a D6 charm with telekinesis. Considering that's Firebrand, I would think that would be pyrokinesis. But, okay. The other one is Strong Oak. He has a stout heart. So you got 3. Only 3 characters? Only 3 character sheets? Okay. Personally, there probably should have been a 4th or a 5th one in there. Nice little simple map on the back side. A little mini map poster. You got the little standees for the characters as they punch out of the out of that. So you got the dragon, and you got your 3 ponies and your tokens for your various items that you need to collect. And these are the dice. As I said before, it's incredibly intelligent to have differently colored dice. That the red die is a D4, the D20 is a blue die, and so forth. That makes it a way easier to teach people how to play. Let's see if there's anything behind this. Oh, there's something behind this. There's another item. Looks like a secret map of some sorts. That was tucked back there. That's kind of cool. I personally don't care for the extra bit of cardboard. Considering that this is priced around like 29, sits around, what's the MSRP again? It was priced out to $24.99. It fluctuates around when you do find it between the $39 and the $24 range. So there's that. The only thing I really wish there was more character sheets with more characters, and another sheet with more character tokens on there, with more items that even weren't in the adventure itself. That would have been a nice little extra there. Overall, what they did include was very high quality and clearly well thought out, with a few shortfalls, like not having a table of contents that references the numbering system, or having more character sheets. It would also been handy to have a little cheat sheets, just little, 3 or 4 little cheat sheets for the game master and the players, so they can keep track of the mechanics of the game more easily. However, the system seems to be quite simple and easy to play, so it shouldn't be hard. I do notice that there is no dedicated rule book for the system. I do believe, from what I glanced through the storybook, is that it explains the mechanics as it goes along in the story. So I would have very much liked having a independent rule book. Doesn't have to be very many pages, that tells you how to all the mechanics for all the characters. That would have been really nice. Now, it's shortfalls on no independent rule book. There's no table of contents. There's not a lot of character sheets, so there's only 3 of them. So you have to literally play this with 3 people, as 1 game master and 3 players. So overall, it feels like it had the takeoff potential and quality to be a 3.75 star. But it's really just a 3.25 star product. The fact that the story is linear and it's color coded and everything else, and it's easy to memorize where you left off with a piece of paper, that's perfectly good and fine. The box is way bigger than it should be for what you get in this box. So that is a bit of a letdown. It's also a bit taller than most starter boxes. The only one I have over here is Star Frontiers. It's a little bit taller than Star Frontiers, but Star Frontiers is also a little bit thinner than a typical starter set. If you haven't noticed, a lot of the stuff has been moved out. I knocked that thing loose on the shelf, and I had to take everything off because I had to snap it all back together. Otherwise, it might collapse. These Amazon shelves are really nice, these cube shelves with the little panels. However, they are kind of finicky. If you bump them and they disconnect, there's a risk of them collapsing from their own weight, as they no longer can support their own weight. So at some point, I really had to buy a new shelf, an actual proper wooden shelf. Otherwise, I kind of have the problem with that is that if I bought a proper wooden shelf, I would feel bad as not to having made the wood shelf myself because I actually am skilled in woodworking. But anyways, yeah, that. This game should have been maybe a 3.75 star, maybe 4 stars if they added a few more things into it. However, it's stuck in this 3 to 3.25 star range. Everything seems to be well made. There's nothing that's hard to lose in the process of learning this system. The adventure seems to be designed to teach the players how to play the game as you go along, and is organized fairly linearly. However, it would have been still nice to have had that a little core rule book with all the essential basic rules, and it would have been nice if there was more character sheets in here. So with more characters, that way, if you have a group that's 4 people, you don't have to copy paste print a copy of a character and then modify it to make it into a new character. So there you go. This is a starter box that looks like it was overly simplified. It could have been way better than it was, but the quality is there to begin with. So yeah. So the next thing I'm probably going to cover is the Broken Road from Cubicle 7. This is Cubicle 7's replacement system for Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. It is set in a dark world where the magic has corrupted and broken down. If you are interested in finding out more about this or any of my other stuff that I produce, feel free to hit the like and subscribe on the channel and hit the bell if you want to get notifications for stuff. If YouTube feels like giving you notifications. I cover a broad range of TTRPGs on this channel. Some of the stuff I might literally do 1 or 2 videos to introduce those people to, and then other stuff I might go 20, 30, 40, 100 videos. The more mainstream stuff typically gets its pretty large coverage, but I will still cover more niche things like this. Abandoned systems, old systems that came around. Oh, by the way, this is the original Dungeons & Dragons. I think that's the 3rd printing or the 2nd printing of the white box. So, I think it's the 2nd printing of the white box. But anyways, yeah. So, if you enjoyed this, please leave a like and subscribe, and have a delightful day, a nice night, a wonderful weekend, a magnificent month, and see you next time. And I made this a short video.